friends, happy day, Truth Outdoors. I am whispering. It is opening day of Maryland's archery season. I'm in a pretty good spot down here in this river bottom. We got some food plots that the state plants up on top of the hill here. A little bit worried about my thermals as the morning goes on and rises, but got a real heavy deer trail over here to my left that I think those deer are going to come by. My thermals should be kind of going up the other way, and hopefully we can get it done this morning, so stick around. Let's see what we get into. Alright friends, well that's going to do it for this morning's hunt. Pretty good spot, a lot of deer trails. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there's a lot of trails down here in the bottom. Like I was saying earlier, they come down from those food plots at night and come down here, but just wasn't my morning. But it sounds like my buddy got a shot on a nice doe, so I'm going to head out over to him and see if we can't find that. So anyways, we'll be back at it this evening though. Good looking spot. I really am surprised I didn't see anything. Super quiet getting in here. It might have rained last night or it's just wet from the dew, but nonetheless it is really quiet. I was able to sneak down in here, but that's alright. I am super jacked for Seth. Got that brand new bow. He said he was going to shoot whatever came by first. And I am happy for him. Hope we can find this deer. See if I can find my way out of here. I don't know what the heck way I took, but it's not too bad. There we go. We made it to the main trail. Alright guys, well, I'm going to put this camera away. I'm going to text Seth and see if he's already down or what before I walk out there. And I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright friends, it's the afternoon hunt of opening day. I'm at a completely different property than this morning. Man, me and my buddy, we looked for that deer, but unfortunately looks like he hit it a little bit far back. We searched and searched and we never did find it. You know, unfortunately that's the reality of bow hunting. Truth Outdoors, you know the deal. I want to show you guys everything, and that's just part of it. But anyways, I'm out here solo for the evening hunt at a property. I've got a lot of deer out here. It's probably one of my favorite places to go. It's not too far from home. You're gonna hear a lot of cars and maybe even hear kids in the neighborhood. A little out of breath, a little bit of a hill down there. But yeah, it's just a nice piece of property. There's a lot of houses around it and stuff like that. So, see if we can't get us a deer this evening. I don't got too far of a walk in here. Normally early season, I got a couple close spots where these deer like to walk through. And I was here a few weeks ago checking it out, and these acorns are really dropping, so I don't know if the deer are hitting them real heavy yet, but I'm sure they're starting to get interested. So we shall see. I'm gonna put this camera away and quiet up and sneak back in here to this spot. So I'll see you guys in the tree. Alright guys, well it looks like I got a good spot. There's a lot of sign over here. A lot of droppings, a lot of acorns. So it looks like the deer have definitely been in here. I've hunted all over this property in various locations here. I know the deer move through here, so got a good solid tree here. Gonna get this XOP hooked up to it and get up there. I'll see you guys there. Alright friends, so we're all settled in. This is a really good spot. Got a lot of hopes for tonight. I definitely think we're gonna at least see something. Let's hope we can get a shot off. I expect these deer to come from down in this corner here. The reservoir's over here and we got houses over there. But really, I've seen them come from both ways. So I got my wind is blowing out towards those houses. So unfortunately, if they're over there, there's a good chance they're gonna wind me. But I've got like a a dry creek or drainage out here in front of me, and a lot of times if they're coming from the houses, those deer will work down that drain. So see what happens. It's pretty windy and it's early, but we're gonna sit here till dark, see if we can't make it happen. It warmed up quite a bit. I think I saw almost 90 degrees on the temperature in the truck riding out here, but a little sweaty. Nonetheless, I'm gonna sit here and cool down a little bit and see what will happen. Alright, well, we got about an hour left. The wind's died down, everything's quieted down a lot, so other than that doe that keeps feeding around over here off behind me, she's never worked her way here, so there's a lot more oaks over there than this area. But I know what she did. She came downwind of that corner over there, and I just happened to be right on the other side of it, but just a little bit too far away. So I don't know, if I was set up in that corner, she might have busted me anyways. My wind would have been blowing right in her face, but like I said, we got about an hour more, so you never know what will happen. Overall, not a bad first day. It's always exciting to be out here. Alright friends, we got one. I think she might be down over there. I think I made a pretty good hit. Heck yeah, I am jacked up. I hope I got that on camera. You guys know this is my first time filming deer hunting this year, you know, so it's tough. It's a learning curve. I don't know how good I got it, but Heck yeah, I am freaking jacked. Hopefully we can find this deer and everything was a success. So I'm gonna get packed up, and my wife told me to call her. She wanted to come out and help me if I got one tonight. So she loves getting involved and supporting me in my deer hunting. So I'm gonna get packed up and yeah, see if this deer is down right over there. All right, friends, we found it. Look at her. She's a big old doe. I know the lighting sucks, but I'm gonna try to get this thing gutted and back to the truck, and I'll have my wife help me with the cameras, with lighting anyways, and hopefully we can get some better pictures, some better shots. But she was quartering really hard to me and made a perfect shot. It wasn't much blood, and what happened was it went all the way through her body and came out in her belly there. We didn't have any blood, hardly at all, so we just started kind of grid searching. I knew where she ran, and I thought for sure I heard her crash, but I'll give it credit to my wife. We were sitting here just going back and forth looking, and all of a sudden she said I found her. So that was freaking awesome. I'm gonna get this thing taken care of. I will see you guys back at the truck. Heck yeah, what an opening day. All right, friends, well, it is the next day. I never did get back on the camera last night. It was late and it was hot. We got that deer back to the truck, quartered it up and got it on some ice. So I got a cooler full of meat here and gonna start working on breaking everything down and deboning it, getting it vacuum sealed, probably cook some up for dinner tonight. You know the deal. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a freaking awesome day, and I will see you on the next one.